Welcome back to the Bryan Devore Connection. I'm your host, Bryan Devore. The art of safe living. Well, we all want to live safely, especially for seniors who are aging in place in their own homes or wherever they may call home. But there's an art to it. So here to talk to us today about her company and how there's an art to it is Natasha. Natasha, thanks for coming today.
Thank you, Bryan, for having me.
Yeah, my pleasure. So let's talk just generally about aging in place and what that means.
In my opinion, aging in place is staying home at your home as long as possible while still you can function and thrive at your own place. So that to me is aging in place. It's maximizing your potential in your own place.
Got it. And how did you get into this line of work?
So my journey starts many years ago, probably when I don't remember how old I was, but it's my mom who was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis many years ago.
Okay.
And her condition gradually declined. And at some point, my mom had become a prisoner in her own home. Beautiful apartment, but had stairs inside. So as she slowly declined, she was isolated. So eventually she had to move closer. We helped her to move closer to where we live. And we helped to remodel her home so that as her conditions progress, at that time she was able to walk, unsteady, but was able to walk. But as her condition progressed, the home was able to adjust to her because of the way we've created the place.
Right.
Also, I'm a physical therapist. And I've been a physical therapist for over 20 years. And for the last 10 years, it's been a home health physical therapist. So I've been to many homes, and I've seen so much of how a lot of falls could have been prevented, or how people get stuck in their homes and they could be thriving more if there would be a different setup. So I realized quite often we need to get in there before things happen. So prevention, pre-planning. So
Yeah.
that's kind of, one day I woke up and realized
This is what you should be doing.
I am meant for this.
Yeah. Well, and it's so important too. And I'm a huge advocate of people preparing for the future and not having the future happen.
Right.
And then they're caught flat-footed. I like how you look at this as an art.
Right.
What does that mean?
Well, it's quite a bit. I think partially it's very it's unique for every person. So we cannot do checklists. You have to approach it comprehensively. You have to really understand the person, things they love to do, their activities, their medical, of course, background, things like that. And also, I appreciate good aesthetics. So I respect a home and the person's style, and I would love to help them, but at the same time appreciate their style. So to me, part of the aesthetics and respecting the style of a person's home is very important. So that's, I would say, is an art.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I like how you bring your physical therapy approach to it as well to make things very functional
Right.
for them.
Right.
So who are the people that you typically work with?
So some people have already medical problems. They have balance issues. They've been falling. This is some of my clientele, or they have arthritis, not walking well. So this is part of my clientele. Also, it could be that an adult child is struggling and worried about their aging parent. Also, it could be the caregivers that are struggling, how to assist. So I come in and come up with ideas, sometimes creative ideas, on how we can help a person and the caregivers to help to assist in the best possible way. My other type of clientele are the ones that are healthy, getting older, and would like to retire their home. So maybe they are pre-planning a remodel. And I would like to come in and talk to them about features that they would benefit from, so that later on, as things change, the house can evolve with them. So be it for the bathroom, be it for the kitchen, things like that. And sometimes you don't even need to put in grab bars, for example, right away, but you can pre-plan for it by building it certain way, putting in a tile and things like that certain way, so that, again, the house is ready for
Right.
you.
Yeah, because later in life, if they need it,
Yes.
you don't have to do a whole bunch of demo work.
Yes, and you don't have to feel for studs. Maybe the bathroom is ready for it.
Got it.
And quite often, with all the new things in development in construction field, in interior design, there are so many beautiful, stylish things that exist that are functional, that are very appropriate for aging in place. So they look great, and at the same time, they can function with you for years to come.
So how does the process work? Someone calls you and says, Natasha, this is what I'm thinking. Help me out.
Yes, so we have a phone call conversation just to kind of get a background information, what are the main concerns, and then afterward we schedule for me to come out, and I do a very thorough assessment. I sit down, I talk to a person, I collect their medical background if they're willing to share. I also look at how the person moves, and I think that's what makes me a bit different from, let's say, other home assessments. I really analyze how they move, how they transfer, how they walk, how they get into the bathroom, and I look through their space, and I also learn a lot about them, how they like to spend their time, what their hobbies are, if they like to go out. And then I take measurements, I look at everything, I leave, and I curate a whole ideas for products for them and how they can move things, and from little things, maybe raising a furniture a little bit just so that it's easier for you to get up, to maybe some medical things. And then I come back to them to go over my report, and in my report I put options. I give them options, things that they need immediately and maybe long term, and also options for looking, for something different budget, maybe different aesthetics. And I try to really, for example, for aesthetics, I just go and I really would study their bathroom and see their style and finishes, and really try to come up with something very similar so it blends in well. But at the same time, I'll give them a lower end option. So, different people have different priorities.
Yeah.
So I go over the choices, I have them sit with these choices, make a decision. I provide them also community resources. If they mention things they like to do, I will include that in my resources. I also, by the way, ask about how you're doing with using your remote control and technology. And if this is something they're struggling with, I have a referral for that. So I give them a list of referrals for things that are important to them to improve their quality of life. And then it's up to them. They can bring me back to kind of coordinate, or if they want to do it on themselves, it's up to them. I'm just an advocate for these people. I just want to help them in whatever way they want.
That's amazing. It's great work. Like I said, I love how you apply your physical therapy, your obvious care for people from your background. Natasha's information is on screen. You can see her phone number. You can see her web address. Give her a call. Go to their website and check out what they do and what they have to offer, and then give her a call. If you have a loved one who needs the help, she can provide it for you. Natasha, thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you, Bryan, for having me.
My pleasure.